Can't go live.
That is so funny. All the different emotions you're gonna get when you in one live with me. Do you see I popped the fuck out of myself?
How you doing? Oh, Greece.
And then I had took all the precaution to gently let the chicken nuggets down. Something said blah out of that joint. I said, ouch. So yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
So get what I was about to say.
Mm.
Get in here, get in here,
Get in here, get in here.
y'all. All right, we gonna talk about some stuff. We talking about getting a podcast, and we just gonna talk to y'all get here, cause y'all gonna get here eventually. But some of the stuff that we wanted to talk about on our podcast, we wanted to talk about adult stuff. Like we wanted to talk about. Can you say sex on YouTube? That boy open up his ass cheeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to talk about sex. We want to talk about how to clean a body after y'all have sex. Like literally, it's so many mistakes that we're making, and it's because one, when we first start getting into puberty, our parents do not reach out and be like, "Yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do." So I think we more so spent so much time hiding sex that it's become a regular practice to not do things properly after sex. So that's one of the things that we want to talk about. We also want to talk about the shit that we see happening in the world, like different militias popping off, people who setting up different governments, people who setting up governments within our government giving over its power to the beast, which is what we name this, as what's called NATO and Otan. And last night I was watching the news and the news was watching me, but I kept hearing that NATO was basically going to take over and start taking down the militias in America. hmm So, I mean, y'all gotta get ready. Y'all gotta get ready. Y'all gotta get ready to be able to either join. You're going to make a choice now. You're going to make a choice now on if you're going to join the new world order or not. You're going to make a choice now if you're going to be in a global government or not. If you're going to go for global health care or not, which is probably the reason why they telling everybody they got some form of cancer or some form of something, so they think that they need the medical industry.
Mm-hmm.
Create what they see a need, fill a need. That's what they want to do. See a need and fill a need. So I really want to know, what are people going to do when the new government take over, and then the new government you don't have your rights, because some people is really ready to tell y'all these rights not the same.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't have no rights. You reserve your rights to waive your rights. Once you join the world's government, you reserve your rights to waive your rights. Can you imagine that? Once you go to the government and say, I need food from you. Mm-hmm. I just got a post that you posted at Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You gonna waive your rights?
I ain't with my rights, nigga. That church.
Mm-hmm.
Church up and going.
I named this NATO and O10, and they didn't let nobody come in this joint.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay, because we're gonna post it so y'all see it. Y'all better get ready for this new world government. Y'all better get ready for whatever the fuck they got in store. Because they got something coming.
Mm-hmm.
They got something coming. Man, you know what? It's crazy because we don't pay attention to politics. I feel like that's what got the first set of Negroes. I don't believe nobody took it by force. I believe that they were so happy-go-lucky and they wasn't paying attention to politics. But then again, you have people who, like Martin Luther King, he was paying attention to politics. And what kind of church is it? 508c1a?
Mm-hmm.
The 508c1a churches, which was what they were before they was 501c3, those churches was different.
Oh, that's me. My
I was
bad.
like, what the? Those churches were different. Those churches, It's not working. You got another
What
one?
is that? The green one?
Black. Those churches was just different. I'm sorry. They marched. They talked about politics. They talked about who was the next president. That's why they don't want us to be like that. Every time something political going on, they got the black community distracted.
The green one right there.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Yeah.
Everybody want to see Beyonce.
Again for the second time?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
Everybody was in formation last night. And suckerish.
People was in the You seen people who went to the joint?
It was on the news last night.
Oh no, I seen that. I'm seeing people on your timeline.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. On their lives and shit. I mean, on their stories.
Child, y'all had money to go to see Beyonce? Shit. I thought you had to give up your firstborn to see Beyonce.
They said them joints was 10 racks a piece at the last concert. Maybe they cheaper now because nobody paying.
I ain't really feel like from the highlights we were seeing, that joint wasn't even all that. But that just could be me. I'm not even hating. But from the highlights I seen, like I've seen some good highlights of Beyonce that was like, oh, all right. But all the ones that she did when she was in Philly, I was like, oh, this is. But yeah, I seen her. She be rocking it better when she's stuck on the horse. Like when she's trying to get off that little horse, that's when I feel like she be doing the best. Yeah, that just could be me, but y'all, yeah, that's just me. I'm just concerned about the whole NATO thing. Black people, brown people, whatever you want to label yourself as, y'all better start paying attention because we gonna be all wrapped up in it.
Make sure you don't have nothing to do with that.
You know how they gonna get us to join NATO? They gonna show the rappers and shit joining NATO. They gonna show all the rappers joining the New World Order, getting their chips and shit.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's what they gonna do. That's what they gonna do. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna show all the rappers getting they chips. You ain't cool unless you got your chip. Stay away from me. You ain't got your chip. You still using debit cards? That's what's gonna happen.